Hey, good morning everybody. It's Mike with the Bayird Pre-Owned Super Center here in Jonesboro. Having a great summer so far. Hopefully you've been out and about and had a chance to do some outdoor activities. I know folks have been doing a lot of house chores and housework and things like that. You know, I've been doing it myself, but every time I go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Barton's or any of the places around here, they are just absolutely covered up. And I know we've talked about that before, but you know, hey, while the weather's nice and you know things are crazy, find something else to do, right? So, you know, we're going to try to, we're not going to talk about all that stuff today. We're going to talk about cars, and talk about some of the good normal stuff, things that people are interested in today. We do have some new inventory we're going to talk about. You know, I'll start off with this Camaro here in a minute, but you know, hey, remember too, you can always shop our inventory online at BayardPreOwned.com, and when you go on there, you're going to see our inventory here at this store, but you can also shop our other 7 locations right there in one place. And on that website, you're going to find all the tools that you need, including, you know, pictures of every car, the Carfax, the pricing. You know, that's important, and I know that sounds crazy, but there's a lot of dealerships that don't even take the time to price their cars online. They don't provide a lot of information on there, and it's hard to shop, so you end up still having to go down to the car dealerships. We want to make it easy and simple for you. So, you know, if you want to shop from the comfort of your home, shop, you know, at work or whatever, wherever you're at, on your phone, on a desktop computer, our website is optimized for any device that you're going to use, so you can shop us anywhere, anytime. You're also going to be able to find information on there besides the Carfax, which will also tell you, you know, the history of the car and then how much of the warranty's left. We also have the factory window stickers available for our cars on there as well, too. So if you look at this Camaro and you say, hey, does that Camaro have this feature? I'm not 100% certain. You know, I just really can't see it in the pictures or the description. You can pull up the original factory window sticker to this car on that website. You can see everything on there, you know, even the stuff that's standard on all Camaros, it's going to list it all on there. The factory color name, all that information's right there in one simple place. And then if you find a car that you like and you want to work some numbers up, we've got a couple different tools on there. One, we've got our trade pending, trade value deal, which in literally less than 30 seconds, you can have an estimate on what your vehicle's worth. We also have Sarah, that's our online digital assistant, and it's not like it's actually an acronym, so it's actually not a person or any kind of goofy graphic that pops up, but it's really a tool that you can go on there and you can say, okay, what kind of finance options do they have available? There's a couple of our banks that are linked to that. You can see current rates. You can also work your trade value on there. You can put your payoff on there. It has a payment calculator, all that information right there in one place. So that way you can find out, hey, you know, this is looking pretty good. Let me see if this all works out for me, and I'll contact the dealer then. So we want you to contact us because you have a specific question or you're ready to move to the next level. We don't want you to contact us to just get the basic information. There's a lot of dealerships that do that. They kind of give you a little bit, but they don't give you enough where you got to call them, and then you feel like you got to go through the whole process. You know, we want to make this information readily accessible. So that way whenever you're ready to buy, whenever you're comfortable, then you reach out to us and we're going to help you out, take care of you then. It also speeds the process up too. I mean, when you know what you want, that makes it easier for you, makes it easier for us. So, just kind of mention this Camaro here. This is a new one that we just got in. This is a 2020 Chevrolet Camaro. This has the LT package on it. As you can see, it is a convertible, has a power convertible top. Definitely a great summer so far to own a car like this here. And you know, in the past, convertibles were one of those cars, and I say past, I mean like beyond 15, 20 years ago. Convertibles were kind of one of those cars that people would own as a third vehicle or something like that. You know, they only drove it in the nice weather seasons, and they didn't drive it in the winter because they were so loud in the past. They just really weren't that comfortable of a car for everyday use. And that is completely not the case anymore. So, you know, if you've thought about a convertible in the past, but you've always, you know, there's that stigma of owning a convertible, you know, come check these out because they've changed completely. They've made these for everyday driving now. They're so much quieter. These tops, I mean, even though this is a, you know, looks to be a cloth top, this thing has a hard frame in it and you don't get wind noise. This top is not gonna flex up and down as you drive through wind and things like that. That is something that would definitely happen in the past, but it is not going to happen anymore. Even the back glass on these now, you know, you got solid back glass back here, where the old ones, they put like a vinyl window in there, and then over time it got to where you couldn't see out the back, and it just really wasn't convenient at all. So that's not the case. These things are so much better than they used to be. With the press of a button, you can put your top down. You know, if the weather's nice and all of a sudden maybe a little summer shower pops up, pull over the side of the road, put the top back down, takes just a couple, or put the top back up, takes a couple seconds to get that done. So this one's here is dressed up really nice. It has the rear spoiler, the black wheels on it. Inside the interior are so cool on these things. 3.6 liter V6 engine on this one, and it has 14,000 miles on it. It's 26 miles per gallon. Still has the remainder of its factory warranty. Carfax one owner. Very, very nice vehicle. And I just love the looks of these things. They're really cool, the way Chevrolet designed these. The headlights are really sleek, kind of a mean, aggressive looking car. So as you shop our lot, you're gonna notice that window sticker that we kind of drove by a minute ago, and I'll show you a better one here in a minute. But when I talked about shopping online and making it easy, we want it to be just as simple if you decide to come down to the lot too. So, you know, you don't have to ask a salesperson for a price list, or they don't have to memorize anything. We put it right there on every single car so that it is easy to shop. We just got in this Kia Optima. We actually had two of these come in the other day, and one of them, as soon as it got on the lot, somebody snatched it up. It was a black one. This is actually a burgundy color. The factory color name is actually Sangria, but I'm going to tell you it's a really dark burgundy. It should show up pretty good on the camera there. This car, really great condition. Went through our safety inspection process, which we put every single car through. And one of the things it needed was tires. So this car's got brand new tires all the way around it. That's just part of our process. We're gonna change the oil on the car. We're gonna check the air filter. More often than not, it's gonna be changed. And then we almost always change the cabin air filter. And that's one of those maintenance items that so many people forget about. Hey, what's going on? That's one of those things that people forget about all the time, is that cabin air filter that's actually inside the dash. And that's the filter that the outside air comes into the cabin of the vehicle, and it's filtered before you breathe it. So a couple reasons we do that. One, like I said, people forget about it, so most of the time it's clogged up. But two, the previous owners, you know, if they wore perfume or just whatever, like smells can stay in those things too. So we want your car smelling fresh and new, so that way when it gets detailed, I mean, you get in this car, it doesn't smell like anybody's been in that car before. And that's part of the great thing about owning a quality pre-owned vehicle, and that's one of the things that sets us apart from the competition. When you get in our cars, they're very clean, they're very nice. It's not one of those vehicles that you get in and go, yeah, you can tell somebody else owned this car. This is gonna be a car that you get in and you go, wow, I'm gonna save a lot of money owning this vehicle. So we've got the Kia Optima that we just got in. We've been selling a lot of the Ford Fusions lately, and they make a couple different versions of them. I've had some of the standard Fusions, and then I've also had several of these hybrids, and then this one is the titanium package above the hybrid package. So the hybrid is, you know, the engine, the drivetrain on this vehicle. The titanium package is actually the appearance. So it's got some dressed up wheels on it, different front ends, got LED lights up front, fog lamps, power sunroof, heated seats, the big touchscreen radio. And then this one also has things like the proximity keyless entry. So you leave your key in your pocket, you walk up to the car, it unlocks, push button start when you get in. It's a really, really, really convenient feature. And I think every manufacturer just needs to quit making the old turn keys, because once you have this, you will not want another car without it. So this hybrid package, we sell a lot of these in the Fusions. This is really cool. It's one of these things you get in, you turn the car on, you don't even hear the motor start up, because the electric motor is what's operating the vehicle at that point. So in your low speeds, that's where your hybrid's really gonna kick in. You know, everybody knows that, you know, driving around town, stop and go kind of traffic, that's where you're gonna, you know, get the worst fuel economy. So that's where the hybrid system really kicks in. It takes in those low speeds, so that way you're not just burning fuel for no reason. The transition from the electric motor to the gas is super smooth. You know, it's one of those things that you probably would get in and drive in it, and if you got the radio on, you would not even know. You just don't know. The most common issue with the hybrid for most folks, though, is they get in it and they turn it on and they're like, is my car on? Well, fortunately, they were smart enough to put on the dash, it literally says the vehicle is on, in a big green car, so that way you know the car is on. And I've even it's even tricked some of my salespeople before. I was outside on the lot one day and one of the guys was walking out. We got a booster pack in case the battery's dead. And it was actually a different hybrid vehicle, but he walks up to it and he pops the hood, and I thought, here, I'll help you. You get inside and start, and I'll hook the jumper cables up. So I start hooking the jumper cables up. I started to hook the jumper cables up, and I was like, I said, hey, everybody's happy today. So the salesman, I kind of leaned around to the salesman. I said, hey, how did you know this car was dead? He said, well, I don't know. I said, you know it's a hybrid, right? He goes, oh, okay. It wasn't dead. It was on and he didn't know it. So it was that quiet. So anyway, Carfax One owner on this Fusion. I've got this is the titanium package, $20,992, so under $21,000 for a very nice, very well-equipped vehicle, still under factory warranty. I've got this one here, and then I've also got some of the SE models around here as well too, priced at about $17,992. That'll have the cloth interior, won't have the sunroof, so different price points for different budgets there. Before we move on down here, let me show you, I've got a couple Nissan products here. Down here on the end, we've got a Nissan Maxima, Nissan Altima in the middle, and then also a Nissan Sentra. And these Sentras are great cars, kind of an economy car. This is a 19 model, gets 37 miles per gallon, has 37,000 miles on it, still under factory warranty. Nissan's made a great name for itself with dependable cars, but I really like the style on these. I mean, you look at this car, this is a great looking economy car here. The Altima, really sport. The front end almost kind of looks like that Camaro with that sleek headlight that we saw in the Camaros back there. And then you look over at the Maxima too. And I mean, it's a cool car. They call the Nissan Maxima a four-door sports car. I don't think your insurance actually classifies it as a sports car, but that's what Nissan calls it, a four-door sports car. And there's really, when you think about it, there's not a lot of options for a sporty sedan that has a sports car-like ride and drive other than the Maxima. You've got the Maxima, you got the Dodge Charger, you've got the Kia Stinger. So there's a few cars like that on the market that you can compare, and then I think Infiniti and a couple of the other Highline cars make a car comparable to those. So we've got a good selection. We just talked about a Maxima, an Altima, and a Sentra. So I've got 3 of the Nissan cars lined up side by side in one place where you get to deal with one friendly salesperson, one dealership. You don't have to drive all over town to try to find out which one of the Nissan cars that you like. And if you want to take it to the next level, I'll show you down here in a minute. I've got Nissan Rogues. We've got Nissan Pathfinders as well. So, that's just one specific brand. I'm not a like Nissan only kind of guy. We carry everything here in one place. We're trying to make this simple and easy so that way when you start shopping around, it is easy. Let me take a moment here to show you one of these Volkswagen Atlases. I don't know if I've ever had the opportunity to show you one of these before. I know we've had 2 others in stock, but most of the time they're sold before I get a chance to showcase them. So this is a 2019 Volkswagen Atlas. This is the SE package with the technology group. Now this one here has 29,000 miles on it. 3rd row seating, leather interior, big touchscreen radio, push button start, a lot of vehicle for the money. And what I like about the Atlas is Volkswagen really stepped out there. They made their vehicle look different. It doesn't look like the competitors' vehicles. You don't see everybody, driving one of these. So if you're the kind of person that says, hey, I want something that stands out a little bit different. I want something with 3rd row seat, but again, I don't want to look like everybody else's vehicle. The Atlas is a great option for that. So this one has very good tires on it. That we didn't put them on, but you can tell that these tires have been recently replaced. So they're going to be good to go for a while. It has the V6 engine in it. Like I said, it does have 3rd row seating as well. So you could compare this with something like the GMC Acadia. You could also maybe even compare it to such as something like this Buick Enclave. Now the body style is going to be a little different, you know, where I'd call the Atlas kind of a more muscular look. The Buick Enclave has a little bit more luxury type look to it. So this is a 2020 model that has 12,000 miles on it. It's a dark slate gray color. I can always come over here and cheat and tell you, matter of fact, the factory color is dark slate metallic. I did pretty good on that one. And then the interior on this one, they call it brandy. It's not a light tan, it's not a dark brown, it's kind of a medium brown color. It is really, really nice looking. Jokingly, I'll tell you, you know, a lot of customers and a lot of salespeople in the business seem to call it peanut butter seats. You know, it kind of looks like peanut butter almost. Third row seating, still has a factory warranty, touchscreen radio, very, very nice. This is something you can compare all day long to a brand new one. You'll see a massive savings, a massive discount. It allows you to get a lot of car for your money, and that's going to help you so much more down the road. You know, to owe less money on it. If you're financing, your payments are going to be lower. A lot of advantages to buying a pre-owned vehicle like this. Again, this is something you could park in your driveway, and you know, if you don't want to tell your neighbors it's not brand new, you don't have to tell your neighbors it's not brand new. Backup sensors, backup camera, a lot of safety features on it as well. I'll cut over here. I don't always keep passenger vans in stock, but this one, you know, if I come across a good deal on something like this, I'm gonna buy it. I know there's businesses looking for these sometimes. Also churches look for them as well. This is a 19 model Chevrolet Express. This is the 3500. It is a 12 passenger model, and this one has the extra storage in the back there as well too. So you got 12 passenger seating, extra storage in the back. Hey, you may just have a large family, and you know, 8 passenger minivan is not going to get it done. That's why we got this for you. So like I said, this is a 2019 model. It had 8,400 miles on it, so like brand new. It was in great condition when we got it. One of the things I look for when I look at a passenger van, this is not, you know, the sexiest of vehicles, so it's got to be a good value, right? If I'm going to buy it to sell to somebody, it's got to be a good value. This one was also one of the lowest miles that I could find in a 500-mile radius of us. And on top of that, it was very clean. You know, sometimes I see these for sale and they look like a zoo lived in it. You know, I'm not gonna buy it because, hey, people are gonna be riding. Typically, if somebody's riding in one of these, they're going on a trip somewhere, they're gonna be in it for a while. So I want it to be nice and clean. And, you know, if you wanna put the zoo in there, that's okay. We can do that too. That's your choice at that point, right? But I'm gonna have it for sale for you. It's gonna be in great shape when you come here to the Bayird Pre-Owned Supercenter. We do have a few trucks right now, and I'll be honest with you, I am having a hard time finding trucks. If you have a truck that you're looking to sell right now, or a truck that you don't need anymore, come by, give me 10 minutes, let me put a number on it for you, because as you can see, I've got 3 trucks right now, low on truck inventory. They are hard to come by, and you know, hey, I need some trucks. So, you know, again, if you have a truck, or even if you've got a car, an SUV, a van, whatever it is, if you've got an extra vehicle that you've been thinking about selling, or maybe even looking at trading on a different vehicle at a different lot, you know, we do buy cars from customers, and I've helped customers save a lot of money where a dealership was only giving them X amount of dollars on trade-in, and I was able to give them an extra $500 or $700 more. Customer comes out the winner all the way because they got the car that they want wherever they wanted it at, and they got the most money for their car. So, you know, if you want to shop around, you can do that. You can use us for that. We will gladly spend about 10 minutes to look at your vehicle, give you an appraisal and a number that we will offer you for that vehicle right away if that's something that you're interested in. I do have, as far as trucks go right now, I've got a 2018. This is a Toyota Tundra. This is the double cab. It is 4 doors, but it's not the giant Crew Max. 27,000 miles, 4.6 liter V8 engine in this one here. Very clean. I mean, the Toyota trucks, everybody loves them. I mean, you see a ton of these the older Toyota trucks still driving around, and I think the quality in them is still just as good. We've got a 2017 Ram 1500. This is has the 8-foot bed on it, so if you're looking for a truck that you can do some extra work with, a lot of guys love these because when they want to go down to the hardware store or home improvement store and buy something, they want to be able to have that bed that they can fit their items in. So we've got that. We've also got this 18 model GMC Sierra. This is SLT four-wheel drive, Z71. That's a long enough trim name. We actually traded for this truck. It was a local trade-in. It has 36,000 miles on it, and it is very, very well loaded. Interiors, black interior, bucket seats, heated, cooled seats. It's got the wireless charger on the center console, so if your cell phone does wireless charging, you can just set it right there on this console and it'll charge for you. Front and rear park sensors, LED headlamps, really a cool truck, and it's just solid black. It's got some nice all-terrain tires on it, Nitto ridge grapplers. Looks like the front end's been leveled, has the running boards on it, spray-in bed liner. Really a good truck there. Let's see, we talked about some SUVs earlier. You know what, I'll go back up here. I want to show you this GMC Acadia that we just got in. We've had a couple of Acadias that I got in here lately, but I really like the price point on this SLE package right here. This is a 2019 GMC Acadia SLE. This does have the cloth interior in it, but up front you've got heated seats. You've got the touchscreen radio, and you've got second row bucket seats in it. So it's got a lot of the goodies in it that people really, really want, but the price point on it is really what's spectacular. 15,000 miles on a 2019, and it lists for $25,992. That is a great, great price on these. I had another one, and this one sold, that was sold, and so I got this one left here. Still has all your factory warranty. And this vehicle, like a lot of our other vehicles that have factory warranty, a lot of people are familiar with the 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty, but these also have a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. So that's going to be your engine, your transmission, your drive axles, basically all your lubricated components, the most expensive ones. They do have a longer warranty period than the standard warranty on most vehicles. So just like I said before, our Carfaxes are going to show that information. So when you come in and you say, hey, how much warranty? I can tell you the date it expires and the exact mileage it expires. So we'll have that information handy for you, so that way you've got all the information you need to make a good informed decision. We'll kind of go back around here talking about third row vehicles. Again, the Acadia is third row seats. A lot of people don't need third row seats, but a lot of people just like to have them, and that's okay too. So we buy a lot of third row seat vehicles. Got that. I mentioned the Nissan Pathfinder earlier, so I've got two of them here side by side. I've got a 2020. This is the SV package. This would be kind of like your midline package. Cloth interior. It does have a roof rack and running boards on it. The alloy wheels, nice looking vehicle. This one here, I'm gonna go ahead and call it 5,000 miles. It had 4,978 miles. Basically call it 5,000 miles. V6 engine. This is another perfect example of a lot of our vehicles, very clean. You would not know that this is not a new car if we didn't tell you. Of course, all we sell is pre-owned here, and why is that? Because I believe that a pre-owned buy is a better buy. It's an opportunity to save a lot of money. It's an opportunity to get a nice vehicle. It's an opportunity to get maybe a vehicle that has a nicer package than your budget would allow on a brand new one. So, if you're working with a monthly budget or you're just working with a total, cash budget, and you say, hey, I've got X amount of dollars to spend, what does that get me? It might not get you the Nissan Pathfinder when you're looking at a brand new one. You may be looking at the Nissan Rogue. But when you go pre-owned, it allows you to get more for your money. Another example here, another 2020 Pathfinder here. So this one has 10,600 miles on it. It's also a 2020. Same package actually as the gray one we looked at. Only difference is this one does not have the running boards on it. But the price is a little bit cheaper, $26,992. Got 5,000 more miles on it. A couple differences in the options. So we got two options to choose from there. Staying on the third row program, 2019 Ford Flex. This is a limited all-wheel drive. I love these Ford Flexes. They're great vehicles. You don't see enough of them running around. I think sometimes, people look at them and think, well, those are a little different. I don't know about that. And I think a lot of dealerships might be even scared to stock them, but they are great sellers. And there's a really good reason why. One, they are huge inside. They have lots of room. You could compare this to the Ford Expedition as far as interior space all day long. But it's got more of a car-like ride and handling. It's easier to maneuver around. It gets 22 miles per gallon with an all-wheel drive, so it gets better fuel economy. And the best thing about it is the price. So this one here, leather seats, touchscreen radio, navigation, third row seating, rear air, all-wheel drive, 2019 model with 40,000 miles, $24,992. Compare that to an Expedition. I had one, but we just sold it this morning, and I'd show it to you right now if I could, but I've got an Expedition, same year model, same equipment, same miles, and it was $22,000 higher. So you could get something like this with all the goodies in it, save you about $22,000. You could just be happy saving a bunch of money, or you could buy you a second car for the same amount of money. So it's your choice, right? So we've got quite a few other SUVs. Got the Ford C-Max. This is also a hybrid. Ford's doing a lot of the hybrids right now. This one was actually just put out today, 2019 Kia Soul Plus, $15,992 with 34,000 miles. It's 30 miles per gallon on the highway and 25 in town. Got the Dodge Journey here. We're always selling these Dodge Journeys. It's one of my favorite vehicles for the money. Third row seating, rear air. These Crossroads packages have a leather combination inside. They have the upgraded 19-inch wheels. This one's all-wheel drive as well for $17,992. So what you can buy for that money, that is a lot of vehicle right there. We sell a lot of them. I jokingly all the time tell my guys I'm pretty certain that's the #1 selling crossover in the nation, and I don't think nobody's proved me wrong yet. So we sell a bunch of them. They're crazy. So we've got a lot of SUVs, got a lot of cars. As usual, we do have some inventory coming in that we don't have here right now. You can always reach out to us. You can call us, you can shop us online. If you don't see what you're looking for, let us know. We do have the availability to shop for a vehicle for you. We've got some other stuff coming in. I know we've got a third row Mercedes SUV coming in, a GLS 450. I've got a Jaguar F-Pace that's coming in. Talking about cargo vans earlier, I've actually got a cargo van, solid wall, no windows, Ram ProMaster 2500 coming in with the high roof, and those are hard to find. So if you got a business looking for a cargo van, we've got one of those coming. We've got a lot of selection for you. We've got a lot of options for you. So, let us know how we can help you. We're here to help you out. We're going to make the process simple and easy. We want to take care of you. We want to make sure that you get a good, fast experience, an experience that you can walk away with and go, man, that was easy. I would do it again. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to make this a easy shopping experience for you. So check us out. We're on Highland Drive in Jonesboro. We're right next to Krispy Kreme. And as you get up this morning, come by, get you a Krispy Kreme donut, and then come by and check us out. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to say hi. And y'all have a great day, and God bless.